Hey, we're back. This is John.
And it's Eric.
And it's What If Geeks. And it is time for the St. Patrick's Day Geekly Weekly Daily. Oh, shit. Okay, well, whatever. It's going to be a weekly. It's still the Geekly Weekly. I was trying to do something funny and fucked it away. So, sorry. We spent 2 hours talking about coronavirus, and I'm all fucked up now.
And although this is the Geekly Weekly, it's still going to be somewhat coronavirus themed because all of the announcements are...
It's all the rage. Yeah.
Delay. Stop.
Yeah, unfortunately. And it'll be fine. So we are bringing you our St. Patrick's Day episode, and or one of them. And this is our Geekly Weekly. So we're skipping Florida Man because we had like one out of the two of us, and then we forgot it, so it's gone. We'll get back into like what are you into? Just recently, I guess I'm trying to think of what I did. I've been trying to catch up with some movies, and I think I might have a chance pretty soon. And we'll get into that. I guess we can kind of get into that before we get into some of this other shit here. I haven't watched too many movies recently. I think Sonic was the last one I actually went to the movies for. And I want to say I've just kind of like been watching some like other shit, like TV shows that I normally... Yeah, I know. But I've been watching like random bullshit on TV and whatever. Walking Dead. I'm still into Walking Dead. I just caught up with the last episode of that. And it's deep in the Whisperer War, for those of you that care. And it's good. So go enjoy it. I mean, there's quality TV out there. I know Eric's going to jump on some of that too. But with the coronavirus thing, we're debating on how soon there's going to be at least a pretty much not a complete quarantine, because we discussed that in our coronavirus episode, but just the inability or the ineffectiveness of trying to do that or nationwide, but at least maybe a curfew kind of thing or something, you know, like they're doing right now. They're doing groups of 10 or less can get together. Yeah, and that number keeps dwindling quickly. Like
250 to 50 to 10.
Yeah,
instead of like, I don't know, 3 days.
Yeah, 3 days. Because when you were out, it was groups of 250 got to stop, and you had to cut your
Wednesday.
Yeah, and you had to cut your conference short. And then the president said, no, groups of 50 or less. And then like 5 minutes later, he said, I misspelled 10. So here we are now. So next thing you know, it's going to be groups of 5. And anybody with 4 kids is fucked. So
next it'll be don't speak to your family. Yeah,
just stay in your own room.
Don't share
stay there.
Rooms.
Yeah, that's it. Living rooms got to be, everyone's going to get police tape and cordon off all the common rooms. But I do believe there's going to be more of a shutdown. Like for me, like a lot of people aren't going to work to telecommuting. I can't because I'm in a logistic field where I ship stuff. But I think that's going to stop too, and at least for a little while. If it stops for me, it'll be like Skeleton Crew, and I will not be one of them. So I'll be stuck home, at least for maybe a couple of weeks to a month.
Did you say stuck?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's not really stuck because I'm already retired once. Yeah. So everyone's going like, "Oh, what are you gonna do? Sit at home?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah. I've got like video games that I haven't played. I've got movies I haven't watched. I can play with my kid." Like here again, remember, this is coming from a different mindset too. I spent, and you were military too. I spent 20 fucking years away from my family, in and out. Right? Yeah. Granted, I saw, we spent a lot of time together, but you miss out on a lot of shit when you do a career. Right? You miss out on birthdays and anniversaries and all that shit that you always hear everybody crying about. And I ain't crying about it. The military was good to me. It's provided a lot of shit for my family. We're in a very good neighborhood, right? I don't worry for nothing. But this is my time to be like, you know what? I don't have to work overtime. I don't have to do this. So if they give me time off to go sit on my ass where all these other guys are going to be like, what, you going to sit on your ass? I'm like, fuck yeah, I am. I'm going to hang out with my kid. I'm going to play games. If we were able to get out of the house and go fishing, I would do that. But you know what I mean? But like anytime that I can get off to go hang out with my family, I'm fucking doing it. And if I can't leave the house, fine. I'll make the most of it. I got a fucking pool back here. All right, you can keep your ass more than 6 feet away from me because my pool is screened in, so you can't get to me. So we can all hang out there, and the whole family will be okay. We're gonna do our thing, but like I think that's gonna be my time where you and I are gonna be like messaging each other, going, "Did you see this movie? No, I didn't. Oh yeah, that's right. Good. I'm gonna watch that now." And I'm going to get caught up on a lot of shit. So we're going to have a lot of shit on the what are you into later. So right now it's kind of like just a bunch of random shit. But like comics, I'm like trying to I'm still reading. Much like when I was growing up buying comics at the store, I would just read like the monthly issue of this or that or whatever. I'm kind of across the board on. I read like the Injustice series that was made a while back. I'm like on like the second section of that shit. I finished Walking Dead already, but I'm reading some other shit in like Spider-Man, like Spider-Verse stuff, where all kinds of weird shit. I'm just like I got like about 4 different series that I'm into. I just read an article about some G.I. Joe characters or whatever, and I know they're getting ready to do the Snake Eyes movie. Yeah. So I kind of want to like go back and find some of like the old issues of G.I. Joe or some of the ones that I've missed and kind of watch those, read those. So I'm kind of like I'm into that. Trying to get into like the Clone Wars with Star Wars. I never watched those, the cartoons, the series. I never watched those. Well, I know we discussed that before. So that's what I'm into, but more of a like what I'm getting ready to get into. It's kind of where I'm at right now.
Slow build up. It takes until later in second season 2 to be sort of more interesting.
Yeah,
and I personally don't care for animated as much as I do for live action.
Yeah, I'm the same way, but I do I enjoy I enjoy it for what it is. But like mine, so like I said, like mine, I spent a lot of time in the last week, since the last time we did a What Are You Into? I spent a lot of time like just kind of trying to get shit done around the house for like family coming that aren't coming anymore. Everyone's canceled now, so I'm gotten done with a whole bunch of shit. I'm like, okay, I've got some free time, so I'm looking at doing some shit now as far as catching up on shit. How about you?
Well, as I mentioned in the previous episode we recorded, been watching a lot of viral pandemic movies.
I am definitely into those. I'm also into not coughing.
Not coughing?
Not coughing by accident and starting a fucking riot in a Lowe's. I do want to say that much. Sorry, I know I jumped all over you again.
Right.
That sounded weird. But I was in Lowe's over the weekend picking up some stuff for... I was picking up the sprinkler heads, right? And while I was getting in line... I realized that like my throat was dry because some of the shelves were dusty. Right? It wasn't like but it was legit. Like the shelves were dusty, and I do have some seasonal allergies, asthma, yada yada, whatever, and I could feel it. And I'm like, I'm gonna cough, and there were a lot of people around me. I didn't want to cough, and so I was waiting. Finally, I reached in. I got a cherry Coke. Opened it, and I was drinking it in the line, and I'm just like, here, you don't have to touch that if you don't want to, because I already opened it. I know everyone was losing their minds, and the girl started laughing. She was like, I saw you. It was kind of funny, too. She's like, you're okay. She's like, I'm not worried about you. So, yeah. I was so afraid to cough that I bought a product and started drinking it right in the fucking store because I didn't want to cough and, like, set everybody off.
Yeah, I'm with you. So, when I was coming, my early flight back, I came through Dulles Airport up by DC, and I was getting ready to get on the plane or whatever, and it was just one of those random event things, right, where like 3 different people around me coughed at the same, like right after each other or really close to the same time.
Yeah.
And then 2 babies started crying, and I'm like, oh my god, this is the most unsettling thing. Like, am I about to get on a plane with a bunch of infected ass people?
Right? Yeah. I've seen, like we said in the last episode, I've seen the start of this movie, and we're living it right now. We're fucking living it. So, no, it's not fucking cool.
Yeah, it seriously gave me, especially the people coughing, like, it was just like somebody to my right, somebody in front of me, somebody to my left. Like, I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Oh, wait a minute. I wasn't really...
Is that the mandatory 3 feet? I don't know. I don't have to...
But anyway, other things, I got into something a little bit different. You ever heard of Kingdom?
I think so.
It's a Korean series that's on Netflix. And
yes. Okay. I've seen because when I saw this Netflix, I see. Okay. Yes.
Dude, I'm digging it. It is like samurai story meets zombie apocalypse.
Yes.
It is wild.
All right. Well,
and it's even got a little bit of like sort of a slight political vibe to it, in the sense that there's like different sort of warring factions and people that know what's going on and people that don't. And
right.
It's really
much like now.
Now it does have English audio, but to be honest with you, I haven't even listened to it yet. I've just done it in the Korean and then with the subtitles because I feel like I think I said this before when I was talking about Dark months ago, but I feel like you get more out of it if you just listen to them do it in their native language. Like, you get more of the acting. And this is actually, there's comedy in this too, like sort of slapsticky comedy stuff. Sure. But it seems so weird because it's so serious at points, and then there's zombie apocalypse sort of horror, people getting eaten, grotesqueness. And then it almost reminds me a little bit of like the Zombieland feel, but in a weird Korean old school. Right. But I mean, like, it has bits of comedy in it. It has.
I've wanted to check that out for a while, and I keep forgetting about it. So I got that old man brain that I forget.
They just launched the second season, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, it's not too old.
It's not too old. Yeah. But I just finished the first season last night. There's only 6 episodes.
All right, there you go. Everybody check out Kingdom.
It is quite entertaining. I mean, if you like zombies and you like samurais and you can deal with subtitles, or maybe the audio is good. Again, I haven't listened to it, but it's definitely worth it for me. I think it's been really good, and I'm excited to watch the second season now.
All right. So pretty much it.
I know you'll never get around to it. Because this is how it always goes with what
The Expanse?
None of us ever.
Oh, damn.
Well, yeah, Expanse. Yeah. Expanse season 4 has been out for a while now. But yeah. No. I was just saying.
It was the first one that you said that popped in my head.
Yeah,
so.
I was just meaning it'd probably take you like 6 months to get around to watching Kingdom because that's how.
Yes, you're right.
We're all on our own path.
Because I've been like watching, like every time I turn on Netflix, I do see the trailer, the little preview for it, and I'm like, that looks good. And I never sit down and watch it. So yeah, I do have to. If I get time off, I will watch.
It is good.
All right. That's cool.
Right, so what are we going to do?
Let's jump into trailers, dude.
Yeah, we're going to do, let's see, what. Hey, so you guys know what's happening. We're going to do trailers. We're going to do box office updates. We're going to do was coming soon to theaters, but is no longer, because that's everything.
Coming soonish to theaters.
Coming soon to...
but there's some updates to that shit, too, and we'll talk about that when we get there.
There is. We're going to talk about Universal and
Yes,
Disney Plus.
yes, okay, we'll talk about that shit when we get there.
There is a wealth of production delays that may or may not stop movies from coming out over the next year or so. And then at the very end, and you don't have to hang out for it, I suppose you could fast forward, but we're going to do Cornyn streaming. And that's where you can check out...
stuff like The Kingdom.
We've got some series recommendations and some movie recommendations that you can watch for free depending on what services you have.
Right.
While you're locked in the house. All right? So without further ado, trailers then.
Oh, sorry. Corn streaming is trademarked by What If Geeks. Woo, got that one in the last second.
Trailers. So we had on March 9th. This is actually more than a week ago now. So
the final Black Widow.
Yeah. But the final Black Widow trailer. I'm not sure I got anything extra out of it, but I will say this from watching the trailer. When I saw the first one,
spoiler alert for the trailer.
Yeah, do you spoiler?
Spoiler. All right, let's just spoiler alert everything we're going to talk about. So if you hear us start to say, we always preface what we're going to talk about. So from that point, just skip.
I don't think you have to spoiler alert Black Widow trailer, but
whatever. I mean, yeah,
it's fine. It's fine. What I will say about this is, watching the first trailer, it seemed like a story about Black Widow with some little side things, right?
Right.
Watching the second trailer, it seems like we're going to have at least 2, maybe 3 different stories.
Yeah, this is definitely looking like she was part of the Red Room with this sister, right? What the hell's the girl's name that's playing her? Florence Pugh. Yeah. So at least the 2 of them, and whether or not they're sisters or quote-unquote sisters because they were in the Red Room together. So this family that you see within these trailers could just be part of this Red Room operation, right?
Right.
Or they could be related. Who knows? We're going to find that out. But it looks like it's going to be the 2 of them getting together for something, and this trailer basically sets up that the head villain, Taskmaster, has taken over the Red Room and is using it for nefarious means. I don't know what that means when you're talking about a room full of assassins, but whatever. You know, for means other than what the Red Room was originally intended for. I don't know.
Yeah.
So Natasha goes back home, gets with her sister, And the one new part about this I did notice was when they're sitting there talking or standing there talking, her sister tells her, "I tell everyone my sister moved out west. You know, your husband's like an internet salesman, whatever the fuck. He's an insurance salesman, and you're a stay-at-home mom or some dumb shit like that. Whatever. She like it seems very like quirky Marvel humor, and it's funny. But then like you meet again, you see their parents played by David
Harbour.
Harbour, thank you. And what the fuck's the woman's name? Caruso? No, I'll keep wanting to say Gina Carano, but that's not.
What?
No, it's the one from the Stephen King movie. Anyway, we'll get there.
The Stephen King movie.
Yeah, the one Gerald's Game where she's tied up to the bed and she's all hot until she looks like she's dying. I can't remember her fucking name for the life of me. See what happens when we're doing our second podcast and we've been drinking? All the names are going away. So we got David Harbour. This chick's playing the mom-ish, whatever the hell she is. It looks like... All right, so...
Is it Carla Gugino?
Carla Gugino. Yeah, thank you. Jeez, yeah, and I really like her. Whoops. Okay, so you got all of them getting together to try to do something, right, to fight back. And the first rumor I had heard was Taskmaster. Everyone thought it might be Carla Gugino's character. But just, kind of playing two roles. Like, she's hiding the fact that she's Taskmaster. But they've said straight up, like, this definitely looks like a guy. And the biggest keys that I've taken away from at least both trailers, or the couple of trailers that I've seen, are the amount of detail they've put into Taskmaster. While the comic book character looks more like a Red Skull, actual skull face, right? Yeah. You don't get that in this one. I hope you do eventually. It would be cool. Because they did it with Red Skull already. So why not do it again? But whatever. That's fine. But if you notice, it looks like, because his whole thing is, and I can't remember, you'd have to go back and look, but I want to say he's got to be a mutant the way the shit works, because he's got photographic reflexes where he can remember, and
he can remember sort of the skills other people have and the things,
and he can replicate them.
Yeah, sometimes better than they can.
Yeah, and then what he does is he winds up combining the shit, right? Yeah. So then what you see throughout the trailer is, like, he's got a shield like Cap, and he does a little kick flip to get the shield, right? He's got a bow and arrow like Hawkeye. He's got claws like Black Panther. So it looks like he's run across all of these people already. So, and I don't know where. I thought this was supposed to take place somewhere around Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be a prequel.
This is definitely pre-Avengers. Pre-proper Avengers group. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she does mention when she joined the Avengers. So, she does say when she joined the Avengers. So maybe it's after the Avengers, but before, like, Age of Ultron or some shit. I don't know. But everyone keeps saying this is a prequel, but I don't know. I don't know, honestly, where it fits. Because I know in the trailer she says at one point, when I joined the Avengers.
Prequel to what, I guess.
Right. So it's a prequel to something.
She's dead. Oh,
Spoiler alert for Endgame. Okay. If you're living under a rock and still listening to the podcast, hi, welcome to Survival 101 for a post-coronavirus outbreak.
So clearly she's dead by Endgame, so it's a prequel to that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I know it seemed like older than that, though. It seemed like they're going back. Not back. I mean, Red Guardian is like 1960s era.
Sure, but a lot they do. But MCU changes up a lot of shit.
Yeah, they mix up the timelines.
MCU mixes shit.
It only has to be continuous.
To a point, sure. Yeah. Continuous. To a point.
Within the MCU and not within the comics and whatever.
Right. They do. They definitely do kind of make it malleable to the MCU. Yeah. Right. So, it looks like it's. I don't know.
But so here's my burning question with all of this: is
Tony Stark's going to make an appearance?
Yeah, I've heard that as a rumor. Yep. I don't think it's confirmed, but yeah, I've heard that as a rumor. Is Natasha's sister, is it Yelena? Is that right?
Yelena, something like
that.
Sure.
Is she going to be the Black Widow that
going
gets
forward?
Reintroduced into MCU Phase 4 post Endgame? Because in the comics,
could be because she was
one
Black
of the
Widow
Black
for a
Widow.
while. Yeah.
Like, I think there were three different people that held the Black Widow name. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think so, and I definitely know these were two of them. We'd have to look it up, but yeah.
So is this a way to introduce a new actor sort of into that role? And I'm sure all the
well, I would also submit that I think honestly that in some type of post-credit scene, somehow, some way, you're going to see Natasha come back after Endgame. I think that's going to happen.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, it's replacing
because
Scarlett
people
Johansson
love her
with Florence Pugh.
Look.
That seems like not to say there's anything wrong with Florence Pugh, but to draw
it's
audiences.
Scarlett Johansson. Are you serious? Yeah, right.
Stupid move.
Yeah.
Really. But
No,
I
mean, I've seen Florence Pugh in movies. She's very good, but it's Scarlett Johansson. You don't. I mean, yeah. So I think they're bringing her back.
I don't know. I'm making no speculation. I feel like at least at the very end of the trailer,
the name of the fucking podcast is What If.
Yeah. I feel like at the very, but I'm just saying, like, I don't really know one way or the other, but I feel like at the very end of the trailer, where it seems like the sisters, quote unquote, are sort of like, finally back
together.
I feel like they're setting that up because for the rest of Phase 4 MCU, which isn't all prequels,
you see Yelena come out because she knows her sister died, and
I feel like that's a perfect
could be
way to put that in there, and
that would be good.
And maybe it's even better than that. Maybe they've got the handshake sisterly thing going on in the movie, but then in a post-credit scene, you sort of see her don the Black Widow costume or something.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
could be.
It would work.
Either way, I think the post-credit scene is going to be post-Endgame.
Yeah.
I think
so too.
One way or another, either they're going to bring Natasha back, or you're going to see Yelena take up the Black Widow mantle. And either way, I think right now, the way we stand with the way they ended 10 fucking years of this shit, I'm kind of good either way. I don't want to see all these characters go away that I've grown to love, but, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So, all right, so moving on from Black Widow. Obviously, we're definitely going to see it if we ever get a chance, and we'll get to that in a little bit. March 10th, Disney's Jungle Cruise.
Yes, Jungle Cruise.
Now, when they first announced this movie...
I know, I'm with you. Like, what the fuck are you thinking?
Why? Why the fuck?
You're going to make a movie off a ride?
Yeah, pirates aside, okay, that was bizarre, and it was amazing. But this ride is just like, okay, you're gonna make a movie about a ride where you ride around on a little ferry looking at weird shit and some dude making dad jokes.
Dad jokes, yeah. That's
right.
The main
That's
thing
the
about
whole
that.
fucking
the whole
ride.
The theme of that ride is dad jokes.
It's fun. It's classic. How the fuck do you get a movie out of this? 2 words, and they rhyme with Dwayne Johnson. And the next thing you know, everybody wants to see this fucking movie. And it's Emily Blunt, right? Yeah, Emily Blunt. And she looks amazing in this trailer, right? Not old man, dirty old man me. Just her actress wise.
She's blonde in this, right?
Yeah, she's blonde. Yeah,
blonde Emily Blunt.
Yeah, she's just having such a good time with this fucking role. Yeah. And The Rock is just fucking. This guy he can't fuck up right now. He's amazing. And he's got me to the point where I'm like, I need to see this fucking movie.
And I feel like there's a lot of comedy in that trailer, but it isn't all dad joke.
No, they definitely lean into it.
Yeah, they do.
They lean into it. In fact, they make it where where the shit that you see in the ride at Disney, you see an animatronic hippo and you see this, that, whatever. When you watch this trailer, you see him going like, this guy is basically just taking these people's money to say, oh, okay, we're going to go on this wild, this jungle safari thing, right? And you're looking at, here's a hippo and there's this Aborigines, whatever. But they're all part of his ride. Like he makes the hippo's an animatronic for him. He makes it work. The Aborigines are shooting poison darts at them, and one comes really close to him, and he looks at the guy like, "What the fuck?" And the guy waves at him like, "Sorry," like it's all part of the scheme, right? And then it becomes a real thing, right? Where they go on this adventure together, and they took this. I don't even want to say dumb fucking ride because a couple times I've been on it since we lived down here. I've enjoyed it because it's just it's nostalgic, whatever. But they took this basically dumb fucking Disney ride compared to all the others, and it looks like they've made an amazing fucking movie out of it.
Yeah, I agree. It actually looks really good, and they've thrown in some other sort of Disney elements into it. Like there's a particular scene which you mentioned earlier before we started recording, where he's trying to like rope swing across. And it has almost sort of a more comedic, but like an Indiana Jones sort of
Indiana Jones, Star Wars, Luke swinging Leia across the chasm, and he's like, "I got it," and he puts his foot on the platform, and he's barely got it by his toes, and he's like trying to tap it, and he's like, "I don't got it," and they go flying back.
Yeah,
it's fucking hilarious.
And then the girl's making fun of him. He's like, "Oh, we just should have gone the way I said in the first place."
Right? Yeah.
It's all very funny, and then you get the what I was not expecting at all is fucking submarines showing up shooting torpedoes at their wooden boat.
Yeah, shit just becomes crazy. I'm like, I think they just Fast and Furious the Disney ride. I'm not sure what the fuck just happened.
But they definitely took it way beyond the ride. The ride is thematically there, no doubt, but that they didn't limit the story to what the shit you see in the ride. Yeah.
This reminds me, and again, we haven't seen the movie yet, but the trailers are reminding me of what they're doing now with like the quote unquote live action remakes of their shit. The ones that work. And you can see it right there. Like, you can see that underlying theme of what we grew up with animated, and it's brought into a live-action thing. And you're like, okay, well, like the Mulan one looks amazing. We want to see that. Yeah. Jungle Book worked. Lion King, we know why that didn't work. Okay, Aladdin worked, right? Yep. And there's reasons for that. And it's, like you said, that underlying theme of what was Disney there, and then they just blow it up to whatever. And that's what these trailers look like they've done with this simple little ride. And I cannot wait for this.
I think it looks pretty exciting.
But it's still boring the hell out of them.
It's 3.5 months away. July 24th is the projected release date for that.
Maybe. Everything's potential right now. Everything's potential because the whole country might be in lockdown until like fucking Christmas.
And we will talk about all the delays and stuff, but before we get there, should we do the box office?
Let's do it.
All right. So this past weekend actually marked the lowest ticket sale receipts since September 15th of 2000.
Why do you think that is?
20 fucking years.
Why could that be?
Almost every, I wonder why. Almost every single title that's currently in theaters and was in theaters last week is down 60-70% in receipts, weekend over weekend.
It's because y'all don't wash your ass. No, I'm kidding.
Exactly. As a telling point, Disney's Onward, which is again at the top spot for the week.
Still haven't seen it.
Only made $10 million.
Wonder why?
Only made $10 million over the weekend. That's it.
Yep. Like, we were supposed to go see it last week, and well, guess what?
And so, as a case in point, we've talked about Bloodshot a few times, and it's sort of like a who cares? Do you really want to watch this?
I want to watch it just to see how good they do with something other than Marvel and DC.
So here's an interesting point. Despite everything being shit and down, Bloodshot made $9.3 million on the opening weekend. The projections before the coronavirus were only 14.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it obviously didn't make the projections for good reason, but it actually still made a lot of money. It almost overtook the fucking Disney movie for a comic character that most people probably don't even know.
Right.
You know? So,
and I will say, all right, just from, again, my love-hate relationship with Vin Diesel aside, I don't know what it is, because there are plenty of times I love him, and I'm just like, whatever. But this movie... something about the way they've marketed it, the trailers and whatever, it's got my interest piqued. the story, but again, here it's the same story. Universal Soldier, Spawn, but it's the same fucking story. Again, it goes back to my theory of there are only 7 stories to be told, and everything's a rehash of that, right?
Yeah.
But it's the same fucking story as those. But something about, like, the nanotech that heals and whatever, the effects look cool. I'm like, I want to check it out. Not necessarily go to the movies and check it out unless it was like a guy's thing, and like me and Paul and Ray were going to go check it out to review it. But then there are other movies that we want to do first. So,
yeah.
But other than that, I wouldn't go to the theater to see it. So, but I still want to see it. It's still got me intrigued enough to want to see it. I just don't know that I want to pay to go to the theater to see it. Now, maybe risk my life. But again, we'll get back into other options here in a bit.
Yep.
So next.
Next one was The Hunt. So we had talked about this one many months ago. We posted the trailer on the website. This was supposed to come out in September of last year. And then the studio put a chop on it because they were worried about political angst and gun violence, and they thought it wasn't the time.
Well, I had heard, and I forget where I heard it. That's how far back it was we were talking about this. But I had heard that this essentially was like a movie where they were taking right-leaning people and hunting them for sport.
Yes,
and
that's accurate still.
Okay, so because I kind of caught that vibe in the trailer that I watched, but I thought maybe they restructured a trailer to tone that down a bit.
They restructured the trailer without changing the movie.
Okay. That's what I thought happened, because I was like, there was a lot more outcry from the right side. And again, not getting political about any of this shit. But again, if you flip that around and you did it to the left, holy shit. But anyway, I digress. I was a little perturbed by the fact that they would even have the balls to make a movie like this. And then I saw the trailer and I was like, I think I'm getting that vibe, but I'm missing it. So now that you're saying, they did retweak something, yes.
Yeah, so they definitely, if you watch the trailer that's out now,
it doesn't
have
quite
any idea.
It just looks like they're hunting people for sport.
Getting hunted, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely gave me a vibe of Running Man, the one with Stone Cold Steve Austin when he did it, The Condemned. They did one like that too. Again, 7 stories. Boom. We're just going to rehash this shit, but now we're going to make right-wing fuckers get hunted. So I'm not about giving this movie my money just because from either side, I don't think it's right. You shouldn't be doing this shit.
Probably not. But there's another reason to talk about this, because the studio that produced this is doing something special that we'll get into in a few. So even if you don't want to go to the theaters to watch it,
and I'm going to wind up watching it just to be mad at it. I'm going to wind up watching it just to be mad at it, like I do most of my bad movies. I'm going to watch it just to be pissed.
So anyway, this was this doesn't get back to the main point though. So they scrapped the September 17th release because they're worried about the gun violence and the public effects of it. And then when do they decide to re-release it? Coronavirus weekend? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, do you hate yourself?
Right.
Do you not want to make any money?
Yeah.
I'm not really sure.
You would have thought, especially like in the midst, because we've known about this virus for a little while now.
Yeah.
You'd have held off. You'd have, okay, let's postpone this again.
Yeah, like nobody's going to care. It's going to be fine.
You know why? It's a rallying cry right before the election.
Maybe. Maybe.
This podcast is becoming more and more political. We're going to have to start a second podcast.
No, we can't do that.
Our wives would kill us.
So it did have, anyway, The Hunt had a $5.3 million opening weekend. That's not super spectacular, but it's actually decent considering it was canceled and then re-released on the worst weekend in history for releasing a movie. The lowest one in literally 20 years for revenue. So anyway, but the movie only had a $15 million budget. So, they'll have made their money back in
all right, great. I hope everybody that wants to go watch it contracts coronavirus.
Yeah, and probably more than that because this is a Universal movie and Universal is doing something a little special. So
it's coming.
Sonic the Hedgehog was the last one. It didn't hardly make shit this weekend. It's down to $2.5 million. Of course, it's been out for several weeks at this point. The only reason I wanted to bring this one up is because it now broke 300 million worldwide for a goddamn video game movie. So it's
a really good fucking movie. You have seen it now, right? No. God damn it.
No.
No, Ray and Paul both went to see it. Okay, you were out that week. Yeah.
I think I'm the oddball.
Yeah, you
I
are.
haven't seen it.
Dude, it's a good movie. I don't know.
I'm gonna watch it.
It's a good movie.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, coming up.
Maybe
Here we go.
Soon. So what's coming soon to correction? What's not coming soon to theaters because everything is fucking canceled. So
Coronavirus.
March 20th would have been The Quiet Place Part 2. That now has been shifted only slightly to May 15th.
I was so looking forward to this movie, even though I still haven't seen the first one.
You still haven't seen the first one?
No.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm dead serious. You know, those things that you don't want to admit, like my wife admitting to me that she had never watched The Godfather, and I was like,
all right, you
bitch.
You need to. This isn't as drastic as The Godfather, but
I know. I definitely for the amount that I love horror, I have to watch this movie.
Yeah, you really should.
I know.
It's a pretty damn good movie.
I know.
It's done well.
I know.
All right. So
I can watch Emily Blunt all day.
So Quiet Place, March 20th, now shifted to May 15th. Mulan
Maybe.
was supposed to come out March 27th. It is now shifted to an indefinite date. Disney hasn't made an announcement when they're going to do it. So it will be at some point soon. And if you're thinking, oh, it'll probably just be a couple months like A Quiet Place Part 2, I would not assume that, actually. Because some of these movies have gotten shifted back many, many months.
Yeah, and when we get to the one down here on the list, I'm going to speak to that for a second, too.
Okay, so April 3rd, New Mutants was supposed to come out, and we had talked about, don't really...
The curse of the one Fox movie that cannot fucking come out.
And so here we are.
I called it too.
It's delayed.
I said they're finally going to release this just because Disney's like, you know what? They already made it. Fuck it. Let's see what we can get out of this. What could possibly stop this thing this time? Oh, well, okay.
Yeah, and
the world dropped a pandemic just to stop New Mutants.
Yeah, fans have started rambling around on the internet about why don't you just drop it on Hulu already and forget about the theatrical release?
They might as well. I mean, Disney's not trying to advertise it. They might as well just drop it.
Yeah.
All right. So now, April 10th, right, was going to be No Time to Die, James Bond.
Yep.
They postponed this.
This will be Daniel Craig's final appearance as Bond, and then he's going to hand the torch to someone else, as yet unnamed.
And we'll get into that later.
Elba, because he has coronavirus.
Coronavirus. Well, hopefully all that'll clear up. We'll talk about that because I wouldn't mind that, and we can discuss that at a later date. We'll discuss that at a later date with like the whole James Bond franchise and who could be James Bond, yada yada. But they're postponing this to November 25th. Now, this was the first one that I had heard of being postponed. Right. This is like the first announcement that I heard.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh wow, because the first thing they said was, it cost them $30 million. Now, I know for a movie that's like, pretty much done, doing whatever, I don't know how I guess they just figure out, like, they factor in, like, how much for the advertising for, like, immediate sales or some shit. I don't know. Whatever the factor is of why it cost them $30 million to postpone it, I don't know how that...
I think the main thing is that they'll have to rerun all the advertisements and stuff.
Okay, so it's extra advertisement later, right? But what they did here that was impressive to me was... What weekend are they dropping it? Read me a date. Thanksgiving weekend. Yeah. So you've got a 4-day weekend. You probably recoup some of that because you got people that are hanging out with family, want to go see something.
They typically do a Thursday drop, early release, like evening.
Yeah.
In this case, they could probably do a Wednesday drop,
right,
and draw the profits all the way through to Monday.
Right. So this is probably smart. No, they see the coronavirus coming. They get out ahead of this.
It is an interesting choice. I really didn't even recognize that until
they get out ahead of it, and then they say, where we're going to drop it, or where can we make some money? And depending on not looking at release dates for anything else, as far as like summer blockbuster or whatever, it's a good spot to drop it. Especially if you think, okay, people who love James Bond, and it's going to be his last one, they're probably going to go out there in droves. So. That, considering, the virus doesn't mutate and half of us are dead.
For what it's worth, the original was Easter weekend. So they were obviously targeting a sort of longer...
A longer holiday weekend. Yep.
So maybe that's what made the most sense. I'm not sure.
Yep. And then we got May 1st.
Black Widow, ideally.
Yeah.
if that doesn't change.
Yeah.
Now, there have been rumblings that Disney will push this back, and you better believe Disney is going to make some money off this fucking movie. So if May 1st,
yeah, they are pushing hard for this movie. If it looks like people are going to still be locked in their houses, they're not going to drop this thing.
I don't think they're going to do it either. I think they're going to shift it back.
No,
and again, they haven't announced dates.
Because now this is the first MCU.
Well, this is the first Phase 4 movie,
right? Since Spider-Man, right? Yeah, because Spider-Man was like the epilogue.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, because Endgame was the end of the 10-year. The Infinity War saga.
Yeah, you're right.
Right?
Spider-Man was probably properly the first.
Yeah, but they considered it like an epilogue because it was like kind of him dealing with Tony and spoiler, whatever. But yeah, this would be the first official MCU movie jumping forward. They are not going to
backwards, but
right? Nice. But they're not going to take any fucking chances with this one.
I don't think so either. They're not going to be stupid.
No.
If they need to delay this, they definitely will, and I have no doubt in my mind right now that they...
yeah, no matter who's running Disney right now.
Yeah.
We can get into that later.
No matter which Bob's in it. All right, so on top of nothing is coming soon to theaters...
nothing's getting made either.
Yeah, nothing's getting made. Production delays. So.
God damn, can you people wipe your fucking hands?
So, I'll try to speed through these, but Fast and Furious 9... Production delayed. This one they pushed almost an entire year. It was originally May 22nd of this year. Now it's being pushed all the way back to April 2nd of.
That was wild to me because even like Vin Diesel came out and made the announcement on like Twitter or Instagram or whatever the fuck he did, right? When they said it was a full year, I was like, why?
Yeah, that's crazy long time. I'm not sure why.
He also made another announcement. I didn't hear anything of it after that, but he was like something about Fast 10 or something, but something about like really getting the fans of Fast and Furious excited about something that's coming. And
by making them wait a year?
Right, yeah. So I don't know what that announcement was supposed to be or if they made it. So if any of you heard it, drop me a message or something and let me know what the fuck I missed because I don't see shit about it. I just know he said this whole, like he ramped something up like something was coming. And then I didn't hear nothing. Except for the fact that, hey, you're going to wait a year.
I guess we'll see.
I don't know.
We'll see. Or we won't, actually. It'll just be hype. All the Disney productions are halted for an unknown period of time. Falcon and Winter Soldier, which is supposed to come out in August, may or may not be delayed. We don't know. Loki series, which is supposed to be spring of next year.
We don't know.
Plus, don't know. WandaVision, which was originally next year. Then they moved it to December of this year. I have a strong feeling they're going to move it back now to its original.
To the original, yeah. I wouldn't doubt it.
And then the Shang-Chi movie, which is another part of the MCU Phase 4, is also unknown impact, but they've halted production. That was supposed to come out February of next year. Switching off Disney, what? You had something to say?
Well, yeah, just before I forget, because, we've been drinking. Because we didn't cover it in any trailers yet, but... Did you see the one I threw at all you guys for The Boys Season 2?
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
Yeah. A little teaser dropped, and it was definitely footage that was not seen in Season 1. And then I forget, it ends basically like, coming soon, whatever. Or it says like basically The Boys Season 2 or some shit like that. But it's definitely like some new footage that you haven't seen in the other show.
Uh-huh.
And so they made the first teaser, but now again, what's going on?
Yeah. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
Stranger Things, also impact unknown. There wasn't an official release date for the next season of Stranger Things, so I guess you're not going to miss it. But they did release the teaser trailer like 2 months ago.
Right.
So it's going to be a long wait, I suppose. Season 2 of The Witcher, that was supposed to be early of next year. Again, production is delayed. We don't know the impact on the actual release of the show, so we'll see.
Apparently, it's incredibly popular, and I guess that's another one that my wife and I got to watch when my kid's asleep.
It is. That's
boobies.
That's on my sure boobies. But, that's not the other reason to watch it. But yeah.
No, I meant we have to watch it when my kid's asleep. Okay.
I
was trying not to dirty old man that one, but yes, I want to watch it for the boobies.
Wait, it's on Netflix. You're gonna watch it with your wife.
After my kid's asleep.
After your kid's asleep.
Yeah, we're gonna Netflix and chill.
Isn't there gonna be boobies anyway?
Nice.
The Lord of the Rings Rings series.
I don't know. There's 3 sets in my hot tub right now.
The next one on the list is the Lord of the Rings series, which is being developed by Amazon. I don't think we've actually talked about this.
No.
Before.
No, I read something on it and I was intrigued.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest Lord of the Rings fan, but I am a big enough fan to, like, every time I see it, I get excited for it.
Yeah.
Like, I love the Peter Jackson movies, the first trilogy. The Hobbit trilogy, I thought it might have been a little drawn out, but I still liked it. I tried reading books. I like the Hobbit animated stuff that we watched as kids, right? I like that shit. I loved it, which is why I love the Peter Jackson movies. I tried reading, but again, sometimes I got to be in a certain mindset to read some of these long-winded shits. Even Stephen King, I'm like, holy fuck, really? And yeah, Tolkien is woo. You get off into some shit with this dude. There's stuff in those books that's got nothing to do with the movie and doesn't even have to.
Yeah, there's a tremendous amount of lore in all of Tolkien's writing.
Yeah, I didn't pronounce it right.
They didn't even make an effort in the movie because they were already lengthy as hell as they were.
Yeah, there's the one, I forget what the fuck his name, but he's a very popular character among fans, but he's in this whole section of the early part of the original book and he's not even in the movies. Or referenced at all. But go ahead.
So Amazon's deal. So back in it was at roughly the end of 2017, maybe November, December. Amazon picked up like global rights for all of the Tolkien franchise, right? But that was a timed sort of thing, and I'm not sure exactly when they get all the movies and all that stuff as an exclusive streaming, but that's not the point. They decided from that that they were going to make a series.
Right.
So officially, they've already committed to 2 full seasons of the series, but the rumors are that because of the amount of money they spent, that they're really truly planning to do at least 5 seasons, and that's where they're starting with the story writing. Is assuming that this will be a 5-season long story. So these will be 8. Each season is going to be about 8 1-hour episodes. So it's going to be long.
Right.
You know, imagine they're writing a 40-hour epic. I mean, that's more than the movies even were by a long shot, right?
Right. Sure.
You know, they think that there's speculation that this may be the first ever TV show where they spend $1 billion on the production.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Because they're telling multiple stories with multiple different characters. You know, they're trying to play out that whole bigger arc that exists in The Lord of the Rings.
Right, but now, have we spoken on what it's going to be though, as far as like the characters that you know?
I'm not sure. They haven't really announced all the characters that are going to be on there. In fact, they've announced very few, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't
for the
know
most part, I wouldn't even really know to begin with, but like I'm assuming the main ones aren't going to. It's going to be something different.
So they're going to have the villain Orin. I know that one's been announced already. There is a random character named Tyra that I don't think was in the books that they announced as part of this.
Tigra, he was one of the Thundercats.
They announced God, I don't remember the guy's name. Something Clark from His Dark Materials is going to play the young version of Galadriel. Which or she, Jesus.
Sure, okay, we're getting on the weeds on that shit anyway, but yeah, my bad.
Kate Blanchett did that older version of that character, and then they're going to have Morfydd Clark, I think that's her name.
Sure, that'll work.
Play the younger one. Anyway, they haven't announced a lot of characters, honestly. They've announced about, I think, a dozen or so cast members at this point, but they haven't said what characters each of them is playing, so... Who knows? But anyway, so production on that is delayed. That was supposed to release at the end of next year, so it's quite a ways out already. Maybe it won't have an effect, but they just started production in February for that one. So to get interrupted now, I imagine is pretty obnoxious. And
right.
May not lead to much. Warner Brothers, this is for the Batman. Warner Brothers says they're going to do a 2-week delay. I have a feeling it's going to be much longer than that.
It will be, because again, a lot of these announcements... Jeez, that was like winded. I'm dying. I got it. We're done. Much like every other broadcast, even this podcast is just due to the format where we edit the next day or whatever. Everything we talk about is like old news by the time you listen to it. So we apologize for that. But that's because of the spread of this fucking disease. It's fucking with everything. So we're giving you what we have now, but it's going to be fucked up. And we'll try to update the website as best we can to maybe kind of compensate for some of that shit. But it's going to be old news by the time you hear it. But like even them putting it out is old news by the time.
Yeah, all these things will probably be delayed further. But I think the good news is that for all but I think 2 of them, we don't know what the delay date is. They just didn't say. They just said it's gonna be delayed, and then there's no date, and we don't know. So that's
they safely left it open ended. Yeah, which is good. But for me, like again, I know we're all of mixed feelings on this Batman version, but I'm intrigued. I want to see what they do with it. I just want them to. At this point, I no longer I know what I wanted. I know, and they didn't give it to me the last time, but I know where there was potential and all this other shit. So let's just wipe the slate clean for DC. I just want them to give me a good fucking movie. And as much as maybe they don't quite want to do a combined universe, right? They don't have to necessarily mirror MCU with it's a total one universe, but they could drop cameos here and there, and then at some point you can drop a Justice League movie where it doesn't have to be as a cohesive universe. You know what I mean? It could just be no, I'm operating here and that guy's operating there, and I know of him or whatever. You can do these little nods, and it would work. I just want a good fucking movie, man. That's all I want. And what I'm seeing out of at least the screen, the set shots and whatever. From Pattinson, whatever.
Yeah.
It looks good. I'm intrigued. So I'm rooting for him. I want it to be good. Fuck it, dude. Let this guy be one of the best Batman we've ever seen and just go for 10 fucking years.
Or they could make him Spark.
Counter argument.
They could bring Kristen Stewart in to be Batwoman. And they could bring Taylor.
I'm not opposed
in to be Robin.
To be Robin, Jesus Christ! Oh, you had me at Kristen Stewart
there was
because
no counterpoint. I was just kidding.
We all know that I've got some like dirty old man thing for Kristen Stewart, and it's whatever. Most of it's because I think she'd be into it. You're fishing bugs out of your fucking wine, but anyway, did you drink much? So I've got a thing for Kristen Stewart, but whatever. All right, so the Batman. It's delayed and
delayed it at least 2 weeks. At this point, it hasn't affected the release date, which is June 25th of next year. But if they have to delay 6 to 8 weeks, you can expect that's probably going to get shifted.
It took us 10 fucking minutes just to say the Batman was delayed. Let's breeze through this a little bit quicker.
All right, so
Jurassic World.
Jurassic World Dominion, supposed to be June 11th next year. Also delayed. Don't know what the impact is. The Snowpiercer series on TNT, which is a series that will be based off the book/movie, also delayed. No idea what. That one's supposed to release May 31st of this year, and no idea if that's going to have an impact. Yeah. And then last one, I only put this one on here because I read this book as a kid, and I really series of books as a kid. I really liked it. It was Wheel of Time. Sony is.
I know nothing about this.
Okay,
well, you can go ahead for.
No, it's okay. I won't even.
I'll give you a soapbox for a couple minutes.
No. It's a. If anything could be the next Game of Thrones, this is probably it. It's sort of like a bigger, overarching epic that's set in the same sort of not time period because it's fake, but
but the same style,
same style of
genre,
kings and kingdoms, and
okay,
and a little bit of magic and Anyway, so Wheel of Time, I enjoyed. I didn't actually learn until recently that Sony had secured the rights to that, and they were making a series on the books for Amazon. So that's supposed to come either end of this year or early next year, but we'll see what happens with the delays. All right, so last thing we wanted to do. That's it for delays.
All right. Well,
so
one last delay,
Oh, yeah,
and
no, and we forgot the Universal thing.
yes, we'll do a transition to that. But I wanted to jump one second into something I read real quick earlier, and I think it's complete bullshit. Right, but I remembered it while we were talking. Apparently, what's running around the news for the last day or so is since the stock market has been plummeting because of the coronavirus, right? Across the board, CNBC, Motley Fool, blah, 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 right? All these different Yahoo Finance, right? They're all saying that Apple could acquire Disney because of the stock market drop.
Get the fuck out. No.
Right?
0. No.
Right?
Where's my spray bottle?
Right?
No.
Yeah, exactly. No. Fuck, get the fuck out. Really?
Yeah.
Because guess what? Everybody's stocks dropped.
This must be some sort of technicality, like there's enough market volume for them, or I don't understand.
Yeah, and like I said, I didn't clickbait any of them just because I really do think they're all clickbait, but and I just didn't want to be bothered with it. But I saw it and I just wanted to bring it up because so there you go. Do you even remotely think there's a chance that Apple has a shot at buying Disney?
Yeah,
no. Disney's going to buy Apple,
Yeah.
and then instead of a little Apple on the back of your fucking phone, you're going to have a little Mickey head.
That's actually an easy transition, isn't it? Put the Mickey head.
There you go. There you go. Fuck you, Apple. I just gave them an idea now. Now Disney's coming for you. All right, good. So now on to our trademark.
But no,
oh, okay.
Before
No,
we get
sorry.
there, one more.
Universal.
So yeah, Universal. So in the midst of all these delays, one particular studio has come out and said, you know what? We're not going to make any money in the movie theaters. We're not going to fucking delay everything.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So what they've decided to do is anything that is in the theater now, which includes The Invisible Man.
Right.
I don't even remember what's all.
I forget. But everything Universal in the theater right now. Or this may be coming out the next week or so.
Yeah. Well, so everything that's in the theater now, which is The Hunt, which we talked about, The Invisible Man, and then Photograph.
Yeah.
All those are going to drop on streaming platforms on Friday. And then everything that's coming out, which would be Trolls World Tour, the new Candyman movie, which is on June 12th.
Looks good.
Those are going to drop simultaneously in the theater and on streaming. Now, to be clear,
this is a brilliant fucking move.
Yes, but to be clear about what this is, you can't rent them on streaming. You can buy them. So they're going to do their $15 to $25, whatever the mark is. You can buy the movie while it's in the theater. Now, if you're going to go watch...
But it's for a limited time that you have it, is what I read.
No, you own
No?
it permanently. Yeah. You
Oh,
own it
okay.
Permanently. Yeah. So what they're doing...
So that's even more generous.
So Invisible Man is one that they already officially put the numbers on. It's going to be $19.99. It'll be available on Amazon Prime for $19.99.
And then you own it.
And when you buy it, you own it forever. So now you
Way
get to make
more...
a decision of, do I go to the movie and pay, whatever it is, $7, $8, $9, $13 a head to go see a movie, or do I just buy this fucking thing? I mean, if you're going to go to the movie with two people, honestly,
you might as well stay home and buy it. Yeah.
And I think that's what they're trying to
And
encourage.
I'm a big proponent for going to the movies, but right now... to quote some asshole, in this time of despair and desolation, when people are like stuck at home or they don't want to go out, they're afraid to go out, this is perfect. They're doing exactly what they need to be doing, and they're going to make bank. They're going to make a lot of money this way.
I think
a lot of studios need to start paying attention to that shit.
So for anybody that doesn't know, not that we need to waste more time here, but typically studios have sort of a unwritten rule that you don't put something out on digital or Blu-ray or DVD until at least 90 days after you drop it in the theater.
Right.
And conceptually, they think they make more money in the theatrical releases than they do when people buy.
Right. Well, because there's a lot to do with like the theaters buying the rights to play it and all that other bullshit.
So Universal is about to turn things upside down here and now see. Now, granted, it's during a coronavirus crisis or whatever, and people are less likely to go to the movies anyway, but they're going to be the first ones to test what happens when you drop it in both places at the same time. Do you actually lose money?
And this actually also lends to something I had heard about on another podcast where you would be able to, essentially, like if you have your own home theater system, whatever, you could subscribe to something like this where you would pay for a movie and you would have it for yourself at home. And so, so now we're here.
We're here. Now,
yeah, they were talking about it like a year and a half ago.
If this event is short-lived, I imagine that this idea will be short-lived and they won't try it anymore. But if this lasts for 6-8 weeks, maybe longer, they do 4. At this point, they're already going to do a minimum of 4, possibly 5 movies this way.
Right.
So if it works out for them and they make bank, you can guarantee they don't even have to make a lot of bank. They just have to do better than the theater projections.
Right.
If that happens, everybody's going to follow suit. I'm telling you.
Yeah, and you know what? Honestly, for me, right? We've talked about this time and again. There are certain movies that I just want to go to the theater for, right? All the MCU, the Star Wars, certain specific ones, right? The other ones, I want to be able to sit down and relax and enjoy in my home. I'm willing to pay that, right? Because if we're all watching it, like you said, if I'm paying $20, even if it's $20 to own it for like a month and I can watch it a couple of times, it's still worth it to me. But if you're talking like some of these movies, and maybe you can pick and choose because not everything that's streaming you can buy long term or whatever, right?
Yeah.
You can rent some, you can't rent others. You do this where you buy a movie and you own it. Fuck yeah, you will make money.
I think they could,
especially at this point.
And then in 5 years from now, we could be talking about with every movie. You gonna watch it in theater? You gonna buy it on a streaming service?
Well, we're still talking about that now.
Well, we do.
And this is really,
at this
honestly,
point, it would be the same time. Like, hey, we could go watch it in theater.
Yeah, but this is a way for them to really capitalize on the illegal streaming. Because now it's do you want to see this in theaters or do you want to illegally stream this and risk getting a cam? All shitting aside. I mean, we're both military guys. We know how that shit works. A lot of movies we watched were fucking cam shots in a theater. The first Ninja Turtles reboot thing that was recent with Megan Fox. That's how I watched that. And the guy filming it, I told you this, right? The guy filming it, right? It was as good a cam quality as I had ever seen, but it was definitely cam, right? It definitely wasn't like a digital burn of a copy. But the guy recording it was eating popcorn watching the movie to the point where I'm in my rack on the ship, and by the time I was 3/4 of the way through the fucking movie, I wanted popcorn. I was like barely anybody ever got up in the thing, so that was cool. I was able to watch the movie. Really, I mean, you could tell it was a cam, but it was a really good cam. Like, he had quality shit. But he was eating right next to the goddamn camera. Like, as I'm watching this movie, I'm just hearing... I'm like, dude, digging in the popcorn. I'm like, this motherfucker. Somebody, get him some butter or something. I'm like, I was getting pissed. So that's what we used to do. Now you're talking about like a studio. Yeah, no, fuck you and your pirate shit. We're just going to make that money. There are plenty of people like me that I would pay the money. Because it's worth it to own it. So I think Universal's getting ahead of this shit. I think it's going to be good for them.
Well, again, if this crisis is short-lived, I don't think they'll pursue it any further, and it'll be status quo. But I still think
this is the next wave, dude. Nah,
I'd have to. And all the other studios are going to be like, God damn it, we're missing out.
I disagree. I think regardless of how long the pandemic goes, I think this is what we're looking at least in the next couple of years. Everyone's going to start doing it.
Ooh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I could see Offset, like closing the 90-day gap so to speak. Maybe it's 2 weeks
Toward the dwindling numbers?
Yeah, but
yeah, okay. That might be where it starts. I don't know about like
opening day. Them both on the same day.
Yeah. Well, I'm not smart enough to know how much they make off the theaters and shit like that too, because I know that they make a lot of that shit. That's where they make a lot of money.
Yeah, it depends on the movie, but I mean, you could be talking about 2/3 of their profits just in the theater.
Because theaters only really make the money off the concessions.
Yeah, theaters don't make a lot off the movie. No.
Yeah, so yes, I agree. All right, well, I don't know, but I really do think with today's audience, I think this is the way they're going to go in the next couple of years.
They might.
Because we're fat and lazy. We get ready for Wall-E.
Yeah, we are getting ready for Wall-E. Well, I don't know. We could all be starving soon after the pandemic takes.
Some of you are. I got food in my freezer. And then I'm going to come get yours.
All right, so, yeah. Before we move on to the last piece of this segment, which is our trademarked Disney Plus, I want to talk about. Just because they've decided to release a couple things early, in particular, Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, my daughter just told me that. I had no idea.
Yeah, so same deal. You can't see it on... Oh, I said Disney Plus. Sorry, just meant Disney. You can't watch it on Disney Plus, but you can buy it right now.
Digital, way
ahead of when they said they were going to release
tomorrow, right? Or tonight.
I don't.
It was today or tomorrow.
Actually, know what the official, but it's really soon if it's not already out there. No, I'm sure it was today. It was today.
Okay, all right. She said it was either today or tomorrow.
Yeah, so you can buy the movie now on a digital only copy.
That's cool. I'm probably going to want to buy it, even though I'm.
The Blu-rays and DVDs are coming relatively soon, but this is just sort of an early quarantine present from Disney, I guess.
All right, nice, good.
All right, so in that vein, you're stuck in the house, and what the hell are you going to watch? And
you're tired of talking to your kids.
Yeah.
Sports are gone. You realize that, hey, there's some lady sitting on my couch, and I'm married to her.
Yeah.
And apparently she likes the color yellow. And who the fuck likes yellow? Yeah. You got nothing more to say to each other. So you got to get into a show or a movie together. And so the geeks are here to save your ass. So you'll be a hero in your house. You can maybe watch some of these with your entire family, maybe just with your spouse, and either way, it's cool. So we're gonna get into some series and some movies, and we're trademarking this term, right? And we're calling this what? Quarantine streaming. All right. These are the movies you're gonna stream while you're quarantined.
All right. I don't know that your family is gonna appreciate you for this, but at least you will be entertained. I'm not sure if I don't know if there's any family. There's a couple family titles on here, I suppose.
But right alongside a couple of our T-shirts that we need to make, I think quarantine streaming is going to have to be one of them. Stuck in the house, quarantine streaming.
All right, so,
it's the new binging.
You want to start with series, and these are not new, by the way. I know we often do on the Geekly Weekly what's new on a. This is just shit that you can watch either
if you haven't watched it yet, or like get on some of this stuff because like these are all I guess Geek certified, right?
For the most part, yeah.
For the most part, these are Geek certified. At least one or two of us have watched enough of this shit to say it's worth sitting around and watching when you got nothing to do. When the honey-do list is done, get on this. All right, so the first thing we're going to go through is series, and to top it off, Disney Plus, dude, you got 30 years worth of The Simpsons.
30 years worth of Simpsons. I don't know how if you really need to binge for the next 8 weeks, you could quite literally watch every episode in unison without sleeping, and you wouldn't be done when the quarantine's over.
Right? Yeah, so far as we know. Now, if you had told me back when I'm going to be 45 at the end of this month. So when I was 15, a young 15-year-old pre-geek, well, no, I'm still a geek. But when I was a young geek, here comes Noah. What's up, dude? What are you doing? Just coming to hang out? Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, we're right in the middle of stuff, so shh. Okay? Say hi. Yell hi.
Hi.
There you go. There's Noah. All right. So when I was 15 and The Simpsons first came out, it was part of the Tracy Ullman show, right? Yeah, so you don't even know. Yeah, this is pre-Eric. It was my brother and I would watch the Tracy Ullman show, which was a skit show, kind of like Carol Burnett kind of thing, right? Tracy Ullman, again, really good comedian. She dressed up and do all these kind of weird skits. And in between commercials, you would get The Simpsons. And it was way, like, if you go back and you look up the first couple seasons of The Simpsons, it was like, even pre that kind of, like, animation. It was rough. But the core was there, right? And then they said, okay, it's going to spin off and make its own cartoon. We were hooked. If you had told me back then that 30 years later this thing is still going to be running, shut up.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This is nuts.
Yeah.
It's still going, and you can get everything on Disney Plus. And dude, go out and watch it. This thing's got epic stuff. I mean, my favorite ones are the Treehouse of Horror, the Halloween episodes. I love those because they just kind of go like nuts with those things.
There are an incredible number of good episodes, and the political commentary within Simpsons, and there's a lot of it, is always done in a way that is ambiguous. Yes,
they do they do a better job of what we try to do. They do. They do a really good job of it. And there is definitely an internet thing where the Simpsons tell the future. And because they've been doing this for 30 years, inevitably they're going to tell some story or whatever where people are going to look back and go, holy shit, the Simpsons said this was going to happen. And they've done a lot of it, including Trump being president. Yeah. Right. And Fox being part of Disney.
Yep.
Right. Those two big ones. There's a bunch of other ones in there, but those two main ones are in there within the series. And you just be like, what? Are you serious? And yep. They nailed it. So it's just funny. It's funny. It's an amazing series. The Simpsons. You watch The Simpsons, Noah. What? What's the matter? You look confused. All right, you're slowing us up. Moving on.
All right.
No,
so,
all of them.
The next one I have on here, this is probably for Super Geeks because the show gets...
Yeah, I've only watched like the movies.
So Stargate, that series started when I was a teenager. I think it was in the mid 90s or so. It actually spawned two spin-off series, Stargate Atlantis and Stargate Universe.
Right.
So all of those, in any case, if you're a Stargate fan or you like the movies and maybe you just want to see what it's like, I can tell you that the series is not bad for at least the first few seasons. I don't know. I guess it gets a little ridiculous.
But you can get them on Hulu and Amazon Prime?
Yeah, Hulu and Amazon Prime both have the whole 20-ish seasons with the shows and the spin-offs, so you can watch those.
Okay.
If you have the FX add-on on Hulu, which is one of the little channel add-ons or whatever, I think it's free. You can watch all the American Horror Story series except the one that just
dropped, right? Yeah. And Hulu's notorious for that.
Yep.
But ironically, as much as I kept wanting to watch this, I watched the entire first season, and then I kind of watched like one episode of season 2, and I fell off it.
Some are better,
but
than
it's
others.
good.
Yeah,
it's like
some are better than others. It's weird to have the cast of characters where it's the same actors, but they're playing completely different people. Yeah. That part's a little strange, and it's hard to get used to, but I think it works. And for me, anyway, it was just. There were a few seasons that were just really boring, and there were some that were really great. Like, I love the first season. The first season was great with the house and the maid.
Yeah,
and that one worked really well. Season 2 wasn't too bad.
And Connie Britton's in it. And
yeah. Season 2 wasn't too bad.
Noah walked away, so I can say that.
Season 3, I think, did they started that cult thing or whatever in that one.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. Yeah. The second one dropped me off for a minute, but then I kept hearing about the other seasons being really great, and I keep meaning to go back and watch it, but I'm one of those, like, OCD when it comes to series. I have to watch it from the beginning. So if I'm going to watch it now, at this point, I have to watch the whole first season again, and which I don't mind doing that, but then I have to get through, like, the season 2 that kind of lost me. So, but yeah, I will watch it again at some point. It'll be cool.
Right. Next one I had is this is actually a bit of a young adult thing. I think I might have talked about it a couple weeks ago, but I'm not okay with this. It's about this
I saw a trailer for that.
Finds out she has superpowers, for lack of a better term, and then she starts doing some crazy things, and she doesn't realize it at first that she's causing this stuff, and then eventually she realizes that she's doing it.
Yeah, and it's the girl that plays the young Beverly in the reboot movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which she's a really good actress. Yeah, as far as like the two movies I saw her in, I mean, she was really good.
Yeah.
She also, I guess she's also playing Nancy Drew in that movie too. But she's in this. It looks good.
Yeah. No,
and it's a very unique take on.
I've watched the whole first season of this, and there's a second season already in the works. But I watched the whole first season. It's good. It definitely ends on one of those notes where you're like, yeah, it's sort of a little bit of that boys shock and awe, like, oh, didn't see that coming.
Oh, okay, cool, great. Now I gotta watch this.
The whole show is not necessarily like that. But
now I'm praying for a government shutdown. You fuck.
There are a couple moments, and then definitely the last episode is like, oh shit. Westworld.
Westworld's another one we talked about.
HBO. I really like the first season of this. Second season's not bad. The third season just dropped on HBO, so there's a lot to watch there. Dark, which we've also talked about, I think before. That's a German film. Again, it has English audio and subtitles available. The audio is it's iffy whether they're getting it quite right, but it's very good. It's a sort of a mix. It feels a little bit like Stranger Things, but there's also time travel in it. Instead of going to other dimensions, there's time travel elements, and I hope I didn't spoil anything. It is revealed
it's all right.
Early into season 1, but
I'll probably wind up forgetting.
Yeah, just things you don't quite see coming, and it's sort of like, oh, head scratching. Even now, with 2 seasons being done, it's head scratching. But anyway, so there's that Kingdom, which we talked about earlier. This is Samurai Meets Zombies. It is a Korean film.
That I have to watch.
Korean series, rather. It does have audio in English. I have not listened to it. I don't know how good it is. I just watch it in the Korean with the English subtitles. But there are 2 seasons of that you can watch now. I think there's 6 episodes per season at roughly an hour each, and it's actually very good. If you have CBS that's Netflix, by the way. If you have CBS All Access, Star Trek Picard is almost done with the first season. I have watched up to episode 6, I think. It's quite good. It is a very different Star Wars.
I've been meaning to watch this, and I'm just going to have to get with one of you guys that's got access to it, and I can watch it. But
much to the chagrin of some fans, there is a lot of cursing in this. There is a little bit of sexual content.
He had a little bit too much fun in Logan.
Yeah, there's a little bit of sexual content. One of the characters vapes, which has somehow annoyed the fuck out of so many fans.
Really?
I don't know why.
Well, again, because social media.
But anyway, it is definitely a different kind of Star Trek. It's not like the other stuff. It's sort of a more I don't want to say mature because there's nothing immature about original Star Trek, but it's just a different sort of story.
More for now.
Yeah. At one point, somebody says like "fuck off, Picard," like one of the other admirals or something.
Okay,
it's just something you never see in the Next Generation.
I definitely got to check this out. It's definitely something that I want to watch. They had more liberties, so they took them. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So, although Stranger Things, the next season is being delayed, you can watch all the first 3 seasons on Netflix.
Yeah, I'm gonna take from here for about 3 of these because so that you're not the only one talking. You can take a drink.
Please.
All right, so you got Stranger Things. You got 3 seasons on Netflix. This is one of those shows that kind of, for me, came out of nowhere. The minute I saw the first trailer, I was like, "Holy shit! What the hell is this?" And it just anyone that's remotely our age or that remembers anything about the 80s. Anyone who watched, like, I Love the 80s on VH1, that kind of shit, right? You drop into this series and you're living in the 80s. It's crazy the amount of detail they put into this show.
Yeah.
And the backstory or the foundation that they've got here is amazing. It's cool. You get really invested in like these characters. You can tell it reminds you of growing up, and you're like, holy fuck, I'm here again, right?
Yeah.
So, and then you just watch this thing where it's got a lot of supernatural shit going on, and you get invested in this shit. So it's definitely something that you can watch. Not with the kids, really. I mean, it's not too scary, but if your kids can handle it, like Noah watched a couple episodes, he was okay. Yeah, but he's kind of ish about it, whatever. But I think he wants to watch it, so we'll probably revisit it. But so that's a good one. The next one coming down the list, obviously one of our favorites is The Boys. And we just talked about the teaser that dropped that you didn't see yet, so we'll have to look for that before you go home. I can't wait for the second season. I don't know when the fuck it's dropping. I forget if there was an actual concrete announcement on that thing, but we'll find out. We'll post it on the website. It's cool. It's just this series, it's based on a comic series that's about 72, 73 issues and then some specials. But the comic goes a little bit deeper, but this is like a dark take on superheroes, and you need to watch this if you haven't watched it. It's on Amazon Prime. If you've got a Prime account, go check it out. Because there's so much on Amazon Prime where, hey, you know what? I can watch TV and movies, and then I can also get like my shit shipped to me in 2 days. It's great. So it's amazing.
Just to follow up on what you said, season 2 doesn't have an official launch date yet, but they concluded filming in November of last year. And Kripke said in an interview with Collider that he was expecting it to be out about a year after the release of the first season. So that'd be July of this year.
Okay, yeah. And there shouldn't be anything really that holds that up because they should be done with all this shit.
Hopefully.
Coronavirus be damned.
Yeah.
All right, so hopefully this summer we get The Boys. And then finally for me, before I turn it back over to Eric, one of our favorite things to come out of nowhere-ish. So Disney Plus dropped, and like everybody and their mother knew it was coming. And you get this streaming service that Disney's like, I'm going to throw my hat in the ring. And guess what? It's going to be cheaper than everything else. So everyone said, sure, let's try it. And there was one show that everybody wanted to try to watch. And it's The Mandalorian. You take essentially what I think was supposed to be a Boba Fett series, and then Lucasfilm said, no, wait, don't touch Boba Fett yet. So they just made The Mandalorian. So it's about a bounty hunter who is a Mandalorian like Boba Fett. And it tells his story, at least from one specific time in his life. And it's amazing. The amount of detail, and we've covered it. You can go back over our podcast and over our website. We've done episode reviews for every episode of the first season. Cannot wait for season 2.
Me too.
I'm not going to spoil anything at all. Just go back and watch. First, if you have not seen any of this, go back and watch this thing. Get Disney Plus just for The Mandalorian. It's worth it. You can actually sign up. I don't know if you can still sign up for a free month, but I bet you can nowadays. They were doing that for a while, and we kept telling people, sign up for the free month, get The Mandalorian, because now, with the way we were watching it, they were releasing it like once a week, and then they kind of played around with it a little bit, and then so we literally reviewed it like we were watching a weekly show, because that's what it was. You can go back and you can stream the whole fucking thing, and then cancel your subscription if you want. But don't, because it's the cheapest streaming service out there, and you get all this shit, and all the Marvel shit's coming, plus Mandalorian Season 2. So don't cancel it. It's only $7.99 a month? $6.99 a month.
Yeah, I think it's $6.
Yeah. It's dirt cheap. All right. You know, again, like, here, I'll quote all the other, like, basic podcasts. Put your Starbucks up for a day. And go get your freaking your Disney Plus account. It's easy. You get this account, and you get The Mandalorian, and then you can go back after you watch every episode. Go back and listen to our reviews, and we talk about the little Easter eggs that Jon Favreau throws in this thing that are like so many. And Eric is the king of finding every fucking Easter egg, and then Paul and I going, "Fuck, I missed that." And I'm like the big Star Wars like fucking nut, and Eric goes, "Did you see this?" And I'm like, "I fucking hate you." So yeah, go back and watch it, and then listen to us, and then come back and tell us, "Hey, yeah, I love this," or whatever. But this is one of the best shows I've seen in I don't know how long. I hadn't been this excited for a show like that I can remember, except for The Boys, Sons of Anarchy. And then, like, I'm talking, like, going back to watching cartoons as a fucking kid, right? I mean, like, that's how excited I was for this show. Like, I enjoy watching certain shows, like the CW shit, like Supernatural or The Flash, with my wife, because it's something that we do together. But this is one of those shows that I was like, I have to fucking see this as soon as it comes out. And you'll feel the same way once you watch it. You're going to binge the whole damn thing. So
I agree.
all right, yeah.
I would have binged that if I could.
Yeah.
All
yeah.
one night.
Fucking A.
I'll be like, oh, is it 5 a.m. already? Goddamn.
Yeah. All right. So now moving on to something I have not seen, but I want to because I keep hearing great things about it.
Yeah, I've only seen the first season, but Haunting of Hill House has 2 seasons on Netflix. This is what do you say? A reimagining of the novel from Shirley Jackson. Is it? Yes.
Yeah.
So it follows 2 siblings, and when they were children, they grew up in a haunted house or whatever, and so they're adults now, but then they have to come back together and then go back to the house and sort of face their demons, face their ghosts, whatever.
Yeah.
So that's the premise of it, but it is pretty interesting. There are 10 episodes, I think, per season. 10 episodes per season. Yeah. So anyway, you can watch that on Netflix if you're into horror. Even though this is sort of gentle horror, I think it's interesting.
It's okay. Yeah, I definitely got to watch it.
Movies.
Going on to movies, yeah.
We'll blaze through the top half because this is just this is an outbreak. Why not? So Outbreak.
Speaking of,
Outbreak is on Netflix. Carriers is on Netflix. Contagion is on Cinemax, or you can rent it. On Amazon Prime for like $4. Quarantine is on the Stars service. That's also purchasable on Amazon. And then Children of Men is on Hulu. So those are all virus-based movies. If you want to hear more about them, I think we talked about all of them in the
every one of them we spoke about.
Whether that comes out before or after this, I can't say. But somewhere in our podcast stream, very close to this one, there'll be a pandemic episode. Zombie movies that have that virusy feel just because you're in a lockdown. Why not? 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later, actually. Hulu and Amazon Prime have them.
Yeah. Now, 28 Days Later really turned the zombie thing on its head for me.
Yeah. Well, so that was we talked about this in the zombie episode, but that's where they sort of came up with the idea of every zombie is a fast zombie, sort of like wild,
because they're not, and they kept saying this is not a zombie movie, but it is. I mean, it is. We get the argument that it's a rage virus, but it's a fucking zombie movie. I mean,
it follows all the same
tropes, but they're just fast, which makes them way scarier, and the transmission of the virus is fucking ridiculous. Like just even a drop of blood. So it's crazy scary.
Within seconds.
So it's scary as shit to think about being stuck in that world. But it was really, really good.
Shaun of the Dead, which is probably slightly behind Zombieland, but one of the best.
But one of the best zomcoms. Yeah.
So that's only available, unfortunately, on Stars right now for free. But if you have a Stars streaming service, you can watch there. The Crazies, which is both sort of horror thriller and a virus movie.
I really liked this one. I really enjoyed it. I didn't know what I was getting into when I watched it.
I didn't either. I thought it was going to be like The Hills Have Eyes sort of thing. At
first. Yeah, me too. And then when I realized what I was watching, I was like, oh, fuck, this is really good.
So that you can watch on Tubi. If you don't have a subscription, it's okay. You can actually watch it with commercials if you don't mind the commercials. Yeah,
and I can attest to, I've got a Tubi account on my phone and my TV, which is not a subscription one. And really, the commercials are few and far between.
Yeah, they're really not bad. Even on a 2-hour-long movie, you might see like 5 commercials or something. It's really not that.
Maybe, yeah. It's just long enough to go take a pee break and grab something to drink.
Certainly not as bad as cable TV showing a movie, and they don't cut anything. There's no this has been edited for TV.
Right,
sort of,
exactly. Yeah, you're getting the full movie just broken up.
Yeah, and if you don't want to watch commercials, I guess pay for the subscription. It's relatively
it's up to you. But it's not that bad. I forget how much it is.
Netflix, at least for the time being, still has Lord of the Rings, The Twin Towers, and The Return of the King. They do not have The Fellowship of the Ring, though. So
it's too bad.
Honestly,
if you want to spend a day,
good, but I mean, Return of the King and The Twin Towers are also very good. Return of the King is probably the best one of the whole thing.
Return of the King,
with the epic freaking battle scene at the Minas Tirith, and hey, I'd rewatch that one multiple times. But anyway, you can watch both those on Netflix. That doesn't cost you shit if you have a Netflix subscription. James Bond. So we've talked about this maybe several weeks ago, but between Amazon Prime, Netflix, and HBO, you can watch damn near, and in fact, I think every single James Bond title, all the way up through Quantum of Solace, which was the 2007 one, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit odd. Amazon Prime has a lot of them. Netflix has a few. But between them, you can watch basically everything up to Daniel Craig, and I guess you could even watch a couple Daniel Craigs. But
yeah,
yeah,
which would be cool for, say, someone like me who's never really officially watched any of the Bond movies.
Yeah, and this is going all the way back to the originals. You can watch the originals. So don't miss the opportunity.
It's definitely one of those things where, like, I always meant to watch some, but yeah.
I mean, don't miss the opportunity while it's there for free. Particularly, just look at Amazon Prime. There's a lot there you can watch. But then also, if you've got Netflix, take a peek, because there's a handful there too. So Fast and Furious, if you're a fan like John, Fast and Furious 1, 2, and 3 are available on Hulu through the USA channel.
And that's about the point where you have to, like, suspend the rest of your disbelief and just go with it.
For some reason, Fast and Furious 4 is not available anywhere that I could find. But 5 and then the Hobbs and Shaw spinoff are on HBO.
Okay.
So you have HBO Now, HBO Go, whatever, HBO Max. I don't know what the hell it is all now. But,
I don't know. It's one of those.
Yeah, you can watch those two on there. Hulu has A Quiet Place.
Hey.
Yeah.
Guess who's watching A Quiet Place?
I thought this might come up, but Hulu has A Quiet Place, so if you haven't seen it yet, you should really go watch it.
The minute I said I hadn't seen it, you were like, you motherfucker, guess what?
And then, as we already discussed, I think earlier in this episode, Star Wars Rise of Skywalker was dropped for the digital buy thing early, but it's supposed to be on Disney Plus this summer. Now, hopefully, this epidemic doesn't keep us quarantined until the summer, but... I think we're
gonna have to at least sneak to each other's houses, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it's just to socialize or something.
Well, I'm sure that's fine. We're less than 10 people.
Pretty sure we can make it.
Works like I think you can do the groups individually. Like our children are less than 10.
Right.
We're less than 10. The women are less than 10.
Yeah. As long as we're not in the same room, we're okay. Yeah. Jesus.
But yeah, anyway, so that's all I got. You have anything else on streaming you think's worth seeing that's out there right now? I mean, this is probably like 40 hours of content.
No, you guys got plenty of shit to do there. I'm sure we'll drop some more shit on the website and Facebook, whatever. Yeah, we'll keep playing around with that shit. So yeah, please let us know what you're watching during this pandemic. Unprecedented moment in history, yay. But whatever, dude, here, again, just like we said last time, or next time, depending on how we drop these episodes, everyone just stay the fuck calm, okay? It's going to be okay. Wash your hands, wash your ass. At least some of you have toilet paper. You'll be all right. Take a hose out in the yard. You know, that's what I plan on doing once I run out of toilet paper. I'm going to drop the value of houses in my neighborhood quick.
You got a plenty of yard to bury shit.
People are going to be like, what the fuck is that, a Yeti cleaning himself in the yard? What the fuck is that? I'm fuzzy, motherfuckers. So anyway, yeah, just stay calm. Everything's going to be okay. We'll get on top of this thing, and we'll be around for the next epidemic in about 5 years. It'd be great. So, and then we'll have more streaming. But let us know what you're watching, and that's it. We'll let us know what you think about what we said. We'll hit you up, or you hit us up, either way, and let us know what you think at whatifgeeks.com, whatifgeeks@gmail.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all the basics. All right, that's it. Stay safe. Wash your ass. Good night, Tony.
Good night, COVID.